Welcome to your personalized deep dive.
Ooh, I like that.
Today we're diving headfirst into a collection of 20 vocabulary words
Oh.
you shared with us.
Oh, wow.
But this isn't about memorizing definitions.
Right.
It's about understanding
Yeah.
the subtle ways these words can refine your communication,
Mm-hmm.
adding precision and even a touch of artistry
Okay.
to the way you express yourself.
I like that a lot.
So what do you think about that?
It's like having a finely calibrated set of instruments at your disposal.
Mm-hmm.
Each word offers a unique shade of meaning,
Yeah.
allowing you to paint a more vivid and compelling
Yeah.
picture with your language.
Okay, let's unpack this treasure chest of words.
Okay.
A few really caught my eye. Meticulous.
Meticulous.
Resilient.
Imminent.
Imminent.
And astute.
Astute.
For you, what comes to mind when you hear these words?
Each one speaks to a different facet of human experience, doesn't it? Meticulous,
Yeah.
for instance,
Oh,
isn't just about being careful.
It implies a deliberate and unwavering focus
Okay.
on even the smallest details.
So small as detail.
Think about a master craftsman painstakingly shaping a piece of wood,
Yeah.
or a surgeon
Yeah.
performing a complex procedure with absolute precision.
Wow, that level of attention to detail can be incredibly valuable,
Absolutely.
especially in certain fields.
Right.
I imagine it's crucial for architects, engineers,
Yes.
and even artists who create intricate designs.
Precisely.
Right.
Now, resilient really resonates with me,
Mhm.
especially considering the challenges we all face in today's world.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's that remarkable ability to bounce back from setbacks,
Mm-hmm.
adapt to change,
Adapt to change.
and ultimately emerge stronger from adversity.
It makes me think of a bamboo forest swaying in a powerful windstorm,
I love that.
bending but never breaking.
Yes,
That's resilience in action, right?
it is.
But how can we cultivate that kind of resilience in our own lives?
Yeah. It's a journey, not a destination. Building resilience involves developing healthy coping mechanisms, nurturing a strong support system,
I see.
and cultivating a positive outlook,
Yeah.
even when facing difficult circumstances.
Difficult circumstances.
Think of it as building mental and emotional muscle,
Mm-hmm.
preparing yourself to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of life.
Resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of challenges. It's
Absolutely.
an incredibly powerful concept.
Yeah.
Now, shifting gears a bit,
Okay.
the word imminent
It's
struck me with its sense of urgency.
urgency.
It's not just that something will happen soon.
Right.
It feels like it's right around the corner,
Yes.
almost unavoidable.
Almost unavoidable.
Like it's going to happen?
Exactly. Imminent conveys a sense of inevitability,
Inevitability.
often with a mix of anticipation
Anticipation?
and perhaps even a touch of apprehension.
Apprehension. Yeah.
Think about storm brewing on the horizon,
Oh.
the dark clouds gathering,
Yeah.
the wind picking up.
Okay.
You know, a downpour is imminent.
That's a vivid image. You can almost feel the electricity in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, last one on my initial list.
Okay.
Astute.
Astute.
There's a certain admiration associated with this word.
Uh-huh.
What makes someone truly astute?
Astuteness goes beyond mere intelligence.
Okay.
It's a
Sharp.
discerning quality.
Discerning quality.
An astute individual possesses keen observation skills,
Okay.
the ability to perceive subtle cues,
Hmm.
and a knack for connecting the dots
Connecting the dots.
to make insightful judgments.
Insightful judgment.
They often see patterns others miss
Right?
and anticipate outcomes with remarkable accuracy.
It's like having a superpower for understanding people or situations. I'm picturing a seasoned chess player
Yeah.
anticipating their opponent's moves several steps ahead,
Yeah.
or a detective piecing together clues to solve a complex case.
Those are excellent examples. Astuteness can be applied in so many areas of life,
Wow.
from navigating complex social dynamics
Uh-huh.
to making strategic decisions in business
Yeah.
or even personal
Your
relationships.
personal relationships.
It's about seeing the world with clarity
Okay.
and understanding the underlying currents that drive events.
Wow, we've only just begun, and I'm already feeling a shift in my thinking.
I know, right?
These words are more than just labels.
Right.
They're keys to unlocking deeper levels of understanding and expression.
Deeper levels.
But we have so many more to explore.
We do.
What other gems await us in this vocabulary collection?
Let's delve a little deeper, shall we?
Yeah.
We have amiable,
Yeah, you
which
do.
describes someone who is genuinely friendly and pleasant to be around.
Okay.
It's that warmth and approachability that makes you feel instantly at ease.
Yeah.
Like a ray of sunshine brightening your day.
I love that. Everyone knows someone who just radiates that kind of amiable energy. They
Right.
walk into a room and you can't help but smile. It's
Yeah.
magnetic.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then we have impartial, a word that emphasizes fairness and the absence of bias.
Fairness and the absence of bias.
It's about approaching situations with objectivity,
Objectivity.
making decisions based on evidence and logic
Uh-huh.
rather than personal feelings or prejudices.
That reminds me of a judge presiding over a court case,
Yes,
striving to remain neutral and weigh the evidence carefully.
that's a great example.
It's a crucial quality in any role that demands fairness and objectivity.
Precisely. Now, the word lucid caught my eye.
Lucid.
It evokes a sense of clarity and illumination,
Clarity and
as
illumination.
if a fog is lifted
Okay.
and everything suddenly becomes crystal clear.
It's like that aha moment when a complex concept you've been struggling with suddenly makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
You can almost feel the mental gears clicking into place.
Yeah, exactly.
So lucid is
Lucidity is about expressing ideas in a way that is easily understood and grasped,
I see.
making even intricate subjects accessible to others.
Okay.
It's a valuable skill for teachers, writers,
Teachers.
and anyone who aims to communicate complex information effectively.
Speaking of clarity,
Okay.
what about plausible?
Plausible.
It suggests an explanation or idea that seems reasonable and believable,
Yeah.
even if it might not be definitively proven.
Yes, plausible falls somewhere between possible and probable.
Possible and probable.
It's like a detective evaluating different theories of a crime,
Yeah.
considering which ones hold up best under scrutiny,
Under scrutiny.
even if they don't have all the pieces of the puzzle yet.
It's about weighing the evidence and considering different perspectives before forming a conclusion.
Exactly.
Okay, now we're getting into some really thought-provoking territory.
We are.
I'm already feeling my communication muscles getting stronger.
That's great.
It's amazing how a single word can spark so many ideas and connections.
It is.
It's like each word is a doorway to a whole new realm of understanding.
A whole new.
Okay, I'm ready to explore more.
Right.
What other intriguing words are waiting to be unpacked?
Let's consider inevitable.
Inevitable.
A word that reminds us of the unyielding nature of certain events.
Burn.
It acknowledges that some things are simply beyond our control,
Okay.
like the changing seasons,
The changing seasons,
the passage of time,
the passage of time.
or perhaps even the consequences of our actions.
It makes me think of that saying.
Yeah.
There are two things in life that are certain: death and taxes.
That's a good one.
But even though we can't always control what happens,
Right.
we can control how we respond.
Exactly. Understanding the inevitability of certain things can help us prepare and adapt more effectively.
Yeah,
It's about accepting what we can't change and focusing our energy on what we can.
that's a powerful perspective shift.
It can be
Speaking of focusing our energy, how about prudent?
prudent.
It seems to suggest a thoughtful and cautious approach to decision-making.
Precisely. Prudent implies a wise and considered approach,
Okay.
taking into account potential risks and consequences before taking action.
Risks and consequences.
It's about making choices that serve our long-term well-being,
I see.
even if they require short-term sacrifices.
It's like the difference between making a snap judgment
Yeah.
and carefully weighing all the options before making a move.
That's a good way to put it.
Prudence seems especially important in situations with high stakes
High stakes.
or long-term implication.
Absolutely. Now, let's shift gears a bit and consider subtle.
Subtle.
This word often gets overlooked,
Overlook.
but it holds a special power.
Okay.
It's about the art of nuance,
Nuance.
the delicate touches that can have a profound impact.
It makes me think of a skilled chef
Oh, yeah.
adding just a pinch of spice to a dish,
Uh-huh.
transforming its flavor in a subtle but noticeable way.
Exactly.
It's not about being loud or obvious.
Wow.
It's about understanding the power of restraint and finesse.
Subtlety can be applied in so many areas of life,
Right.
from communication to art to even personal relationships.
Personal relationships.
Sometimes a gentle nudge
A gentle nudge.
or a carefully chosen word can be far more effective than a forceful approach.
It's about mastering the art of understatement.
It is.
Okay, this next word really caught my attention. Obsolete.
Obsolete.
It seems to speak to the relentless march of time
The
and the inevitability of change.
Indeed. Obsolete refers to something that is no longer in use,
No longer in use.
outdated, or replaced by something newer and more effective.
Newer and more effective.
Think of technologies like the rotary phone
Rotary phone.
or the floppy disk They've become relics of the past,
Relics of the past.
overtaken by advances in technology.
It makes you wonder what things we rely on today might become obsolete in the future.
It really does.
It's a reminder that change is constant
Change is constant.
and that we need to be adaptable to thrive in an ever-evolving world.
Absolutely.
Speaking of adapting,
Okay.
the word transient also highlights the fleeting nature of things.
Transient.
It refers to experiences or phenomena that are temporary, lasting only for a short time.
A short time.
It makes me think of a beautiful sunset,
A sunset.
a breathtaking spectacle that fades all too quickly,
Yes.
or perhaps a fleeting moment of joy or inspiration.
Those are perfect examples.
Mm.
Recognizing the transient nature of certain things
Yeah.
can help us appreciate them even more while they last.
While they last.
It's about savoring the present moment and not taking anything for granted.
It's a reminder that nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
So we should cherish the good times and embrace the ebb and flow of life.
We ebb and flow.
Okay, shifting gears again.
Yeah.
I'm drawn to diligent
Diligent.
because it seems like such a valuable quality to cultivate.
It is a valuable quality.
Diligent describes someone who is hardworking,
Working.
dedicated,
And persistent.
and persistent in their efforts.
Persistent.
They approach tasks with focus and determination,
Focus and determination.
never giving up easily, even when faced with obstacles.
Never giving up.
It makes me think of a marathon runner,
Marathon runner.
pushing through fatigue and pain to reach the finish line.
Yeah.
It's that unwavering commitment
Unwavering commit.
and perseverance that often lead to success.
Exactly.
Diligence is about putting in the time and effort
Time and effort
required to achieve our goal,
to achieve our goals.
even when it's not easy or glamorous.
Not easy or glamorous.
Now, frivolous seems like the opposite of diligent.
Frivolous.
It implies a lack of seriousness or importance,
A lack of seriousness.
a focus on things that are superficial or trivial.
Precisely. A frivolous matter is something that might be amusing or entertaining in the moment,
Okay.
but holds little real value or significance in the grand scheme of things.
In the grand scheme of things.
And it's like getting caught up in a petty argument
A petty argument.
or obsessing over something that ultimately doesn't matter.
It's a good reminder to check ourselves
Yes.
and make sure we're focusing our energy on what truly matters.
On what truly matters.
We only have so much time and attention to give,
So much time.
so it's important to invest it wisely.
Absolutely.
Now let's consider ostentatious.
Ostentatious.
This word evokes a sense of extravagance,
Extravagance.
a deliberate attempt to impress others with displays of wealth or grandeur.
Displays of wealth.
It makes me think of a lavish party
A lavish party.
with over-the-top decorations.
Over-the-top decorations.
Expensive champagne flowing freely,
Expensive champagne.
and guests dressed to the nines.
It's all about making a statement,
Making a statement.
showing off and attracting attention.
Ostentation can be a way of asserting status or seeking validation from others.
It can.
It's often associated with a desire for attention and admiration.
That's a perceptive observation. It's important to remember that there's always more beneath the surface,
Beneath the surface.
and judging solely on appearances can be misleading.
This deep dive is reminding me to look beyond the surface
To look beyond the surface.
and consider the deeper meaning behind words and actions.
Yes.
Okay, 2 more words to explore.
2 more.
What about elusive?
Elusive.
It feels like trying to catch a shadow,
A shadow.
always just out of reach.
Elusive describes something that is difficult to grasp,
And to grasp.
attain, or define.
Attain or define.
It could be a solution to a complex problem,
A complex problem.
a rare species of animal,
A rare species.
or even a feeling that seems to slip away just as you think you've captured it.
It makes me think of a brilliant idea that you can almost visualize,
Yeah,
but can't quite articulate,
I know that feeling.
or a moment of inspiration that fades as quickly as it arrives.
Those are excellent examples. Elusive often implies a sense of mystery,
A sense of
a
mystery.
challenge to our understanding,
Our understanding?
or our ability to attain something.
It's a reminder that some things are meant to be pursued rather than possessed.
Pursued rather than possessed.
That the journey itself can be just as rewarding as the destination.
Absolutely.
Okay, last but not least, let's explore benevolent.
Benevolent.
This word radiates warmth and kindness.
It does.
Benevolent describes someone who is kind, compassionate, genuinely concerned for the well-being of others.
The well-being of others.
They act with generosity and empathy,
Generosity and empathy.
often going out of their way to help those in need.
To help those in need.
It makes me think of someone who volunteers their time at a homeless shelter,
Yeah.
donates to charity,
donates to charity,
or simply offers a helping hand to a stranger in need.
a helping hand.
It's about putting the needs of others before our own
Before on.
and making the world a better place through acts of kindness.
Beautifully said. Benevolence is a powerful force for good in the world.
A powerful force.
It's about recognizing our shared humanity and extending compassion to all beings.
We've covered so much ground today,
We have.
and I'm already feeling a shift in the way I think and communicate.
Me too.
These words are more than just vocabulary.
Right.
They're tools for understanding ourselves and the world around us.
It's fascinating how words can act as lenses,
Yeah.
focusing our attention on certain aspects of experience
Certain aspects.
and shaping the way we perceive reality.
It's like we've been given a new set of glasses,
A new set.
allowing us to see the world in a more nuanced and insightful way.
More nuance.
But we're not done yet.
Not done yet.
We've explored the individual meanings of these 20 powerful words,
20 powerful words.
but I'm curious to see how they connect.
That's where the real magic happens.
Surreal magic.
When we start to see the relationships between words,
Between words.
we unlock even deeper levels of meaning and understanding.
I'm ready to dive deeper into those connections.
Okay.
Where do we begin?
We'll take obsolete and transient, for instance.
Obsolete and transient.
Both relate to the passage of time,
To passage of time.
but in distinct ways.
No.
Obsolete implies a more permanent state of being outdated,
Outdated.
replaced by something newer and often better,
So a floppy disk is obsolete.
the floppy disk.
But a summer romance might be transient.
Exactly. And think about how meticulous and diligent
Meticulous and diligent.
share a common thread of carefulness and attention to detail.
It's like they're two sides of the same coin.
Two sides.
Someone who is meticulous in their planning might also be incredibly diligent in carrying out those plans.
Precisely.
Okay.
And then we have contrasts, like frivolous and prudent.
Frivolous and prudent.
One highlights a lack of seriousness and foresight,
A lack of all.
while the other emphasizes thoughtful consideration for the future.
It's like a vocabulary spectrum,
A vocabulary spectrum.
with words representing different points along a continuum of meaning.
A continuum of meaning.
As we become more familiar with these words,
Yeah.
we start to see these connections and contrasts more readily.
That's a great way to think about it. And as you build your vocabulary,
Yeah.
you're essentially creating a mental map of language,
A mental map.
where each word has its own unique location and relationship to other words.
This is so cool. The more we explore this map, the more nuanced and precise our communication becomes.
Exactly.
And the more effectively we can communicate,
Yeah.
the better we can understand ourselves,
Understand ourselves.
connect with others,
Connect with others.
and navigate the complexities of life.
The complexities of life.
Out of all the words we've discussed today,
Today.
is there one that particularly resonates with you right now?
For me, it's resilient.
Resilient.
It serves as a powerful reminder that we all have the capacity to overcome challenges
To overcome challenges.
and emerge stronger on the other side.
On the other side,
It's a message of hope and empowerment,
hope and empowerment.
especially in a world that often feels unpredictable and challenging.
I love that. It's a word that speaks to the strength and adaptability within each of us.
The strength and adaptability.
It reminds us that even when we're knocked down,
Knocked down.
we have the power to rise again. It's incredible how interconnected these words are. It's like we've woven a tapestry of language with each word adding its own unique thread to the overall pattern.
And the more we explore those connections, the richer our understanding of language becomes. It's like learning a new language unlocks a new way of seeing the world, and expanding our vocabulary expands our ability to think and express ourselves.
It's like we've been given a secret decoder ring for unlocking the hidden depths of meaning. We've explored the precision of meticulous, the adaptability of resilient, the anticipation of imminent, and the insightfulness of astute.
We've also delved into the warmth of amiable, the fairness of impartial, the clarity of lucid, and the reasonableness of plausible. We've contemplated the unyielding nature of inevitable, the wisdom of prudent, and the power of subtle.
And let's not forget the passage of time reflected in obsolete and transient, the dedication embodied in diligent, and the contrasting concepts of frivolous and ostentatious.
Each word, a brushstroke on the canvas of language, adding depth and texture to our communication.
As we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious, what's your biggest takeaway from exploring these 20 words?
For me, it's the reminder that language is a living, breathing thing. It's constantly evolving, reflecting the complexities of human thought and experience. And by consciously expanding our vocabulary, we enrich our understanding of the world and empower ourselves to communicate with greater clarity, precision, and impact.
It's like we've been given a set of keys to unlock new doors of perception and expression. And it's up to us to use those keys to unlock our full potential as communicators.
As you continue to incorporate these words into your daily life, I encourage you to pay attention to the subtle shifts in your thinking and communication. Notice how they shape your perceptions, influence your interactions, and empower you to express yourself with greater confidence and authenticity.
This has been such an inspiring and insightful journey. I feel like my vocabulary toolbox has been upgraded with 20 powerful new instruments, each one capable of producing a unique and beautiful sound.
And the best part is that these instruments are endlessly versatile. You can use them to craft compelling arguments, to express your emotions with greater precision, or simply to add a touch of elegance to your everyday conversations.
So as we conclude this deep dive, I encourage you to embrace these new additions to your vocabulary. Don't let them sit idle in the back of your mind.
Use them, play with them. Experiment with different ways to incorporate them into your writing and your conversations. Notice how they shift your perspective, enhance your understanding, and empower you to communicate